What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the BallGame podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Tom.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Dean.
I just want to let it be known that I did that intro on my accord, not on Dean's accord. That is the first
that
thing
was a really
that
good one.
to be said right
That was a
there.
really good intro, bro.
That was not for Dean.
I'm glad I got you to do it.
Yeah,
worry.
you're welcome.
I know you need a little confidence.
It's late. Yeah, I do. You're right. Your intro was phenomenal last week, Dean. You should go back and check that one out. Check out every episode of BallGame, for a matter of fact.
If you want to see correct opinions, really focus on what I'm saying and really tune out what Matty J is saying. If you really want to get good insight on the NFL, yeah.
I'm not sure what the better rivalry is.
I was
on
about
this
to say,
podcast.
bro.
Is it me and Dean or me versus Mr. Senor PP?
I was about to say, yo, shout out to my fucking guy, Mr. Senor PP, for having my back, bro. That's my dog.
That man basically told me that he hates my guts, and I appreciate that.
He said hate from Orange County.
Yeah.
You know how fucking far Orange County is, bro?
Nah, all you guys in the comments who have my back, bro, that shit's real.
All you guys in the comments that hate my guts, I think it's hilarious. I love it. Keep it coming. So, anyway.
Bro's coping. Bro's coping.
Those,
Yo, good boy.
It's
Good
also
boy.
the comments that hate his guts.
It's just Nick's 8 different burners. Anyways, week 5 of the NFL season was incredible, electrifying, unbelievable, multiple double-digit comebacks just here, there, everywhere during that 4 o'clock window, during that 1
Come
o'clock
on, every back.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
Here, there, everywhere by Dr.
One fish, two fish, head ass.
I like that one.
1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. Anyways, you guys are not going to leave me alone, so I'll talk about what we're going to be doing today. What we're going to be doing is Chris is going to give us his top 5 quarterbacks list today. That's one of the things. We are also going to give you one team that we believe has a good shot at making the Super Bowl outside of the top 5 in the Super Bowl odds. You guys can assume what teams those are, but if not, what is it? We got the Eagles, the Packers, the Bills, Chiefs, and the Lions?
Yep.
Was I on the money? Cool.
On the
Awesome.
money, bro.
Just give me my money.
So what, did we make any bets for this week? Let's just go back.
I don't even know.
I
I
don't
don't even
even know,
remember.
I feel like we make a lot, and then we just complete. Wait, we did a Jared Goff versus Bryce Young straight up. I think you won that. Congratulations.
So,
So that was 25 bucks.
What was our second one?
We did have a second one, but
Was
I
it the
forget
Bills
what
and
it
the
was.
Patriots? It might have been
It
because
was.
someone had to have bet on
Was
that.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we broke even
Broke
again.
even,
Nice.
What did we bet on? We made a bet.
Was it also Bills Patriots?
It could have been, yeah. So I guess I owe you 25, bro.
We got to watch the tape back. I'm not
Congrats.
sure.
Yeah.
Did
I'm
I
not
bet on
sure
you
either.
with something?
I swear to
It was
God,
either
you
the
made a bet on
Bucks or the
something.
Giants.
I definitely
It wasn't
didn't
the
bet
Bucks,
against the
'cause
Bucks.
he
Right.
bet the-
Yeah. I think it was the Giants.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Give me my money.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that, honestly. But
We don't have to.
what I do want to talk about is an electrifying Monday Night Football game. Trevor Lawrence, the true statement victory that he's needed his entire career. He finally gets it. He had a big-time game. I missed the first 3 quarters. I didn't get the chance to watch it. But the play that Nick is showing on the screen right now is definitely what I did get the chance to watch. Trevor falls twice on one play, gets up, breaks a tackle, runs into the end zone for a second rushing touchdown of the game. So, fellas, you guys caught more of that game than I did. What are our immediate thoughts? Dean, get us started.
I think the big takeaway has been that the Chiefs' defense has not looked like the Chiefs' defense that we've seen the last couple of years. Clearly, the Chiefs are missing Rashid Rice on offense, and there's really no getting past it. But they put up 28 points. Like, you put up 28 points in the NFL, you expect for the Chiefs, for their standards, you expect to win. To let Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars hang 31 on your head is it's a lot for them. And we haven't seen their elite side so far in the first 5 games.
Yeah, I agree. Their secondary has been getting attacked for the most part. They had a couple of penalties in this game, and they had a few that should have been penalties, like the one PI you called out, especially when we were watching it here, that actually ended up giving them the ball back and getting it turned into a pick and gave them a touchdown. That was the most blatant PI I've ever seen.
Receiver got laid out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then before they scored their last touchdown, the Jags? Yeah, it was down there before they got the PI call. There was another one that should have been PI. So eventually they got it, and they got back to the end zone, and it felt like it was just setting up for another, Chiefs and the refs, you know what I mean? But I mean the Jags, man, they did the thing. Their defense looked great. Devin Lloyd has just been an absolute beast this year. His 4th interception on the year. Took this one 99 yards to the house. I mean, this Jags defense is scary. The Chiefs defense is not scary, and like you said, they're missing Rashee Rice. Run game looked better. But on the other side of the ball, Trevor Lawrence was running really well, which was nice to see, because I always felt like he had that in him and he just never really did it. But he was running for his life for some parts, but he looked really good.
Yeah, overall, I thought the Chiefs' defense was fine. I thought they've been better the past 2 weeks. I mean, it's not saying much against the Giants, but I thought they were fine. You gave up a touchdown without being on the field. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give up 31 points. True. But no, I mean the Jags defense, like you mentioned, Tom, all season they just bend, and they bend a lot. They give up a ton of yards. Teams move the ball at them, but they just find a way to force you into making mistakes. First game of the season without 3+ takeaways, but a very timely one that, like you mentioned, Devin Lloyd takes back for 6. He's the defensive player of the year right now. Him or Nick Bonito. Can make a good case for Nick Bonito, but Devin Lloyd, man, he's been incredible at that middle linebacker position. And Chiefs, I'm not too worried. They get Rashee back soon. The offense is honestly starting to hum a little bit. They've been pretty spectacular these past 2 weeks. Patrick Mahomes is playing at an MVP level. He's playing his best individual ball in the regular season that he's played in the past 2 years. So I'm not really worried about it on the Chiefs side. But I mean, for the Jaguars, that's a tone-setting win. That they're 3-1 going into this game, now 4-1. But that's a win of the season. That's the signature win that you could build off of and keeps you in firm contention in the division race. 2 teams with only 1 loss gunning for the AFC South. Who would have thought the Jaguars and Colts being 2 top 10 teams in the NFL this year gunning for that playoff spot? So I think they're firmly in the mix. I thought Trev wasn't great, but he was fine and he made plays when he had to. That's definitely the most funny play of the year that he made, falling twice. And then, I mean, we were
Kevin Harden.
we were down here. We're like, yo, what is he doing? And then we hit him with the, he fell again. And then we hit him with the,
oh my God, oh my God.
Breaks a tackle, face plants into the end zone.
It literally was when he slipped, I was like, the Chiefs just would win off that. Trevor Lawrence just slips and falls and ruins the game. And then he got up and he even said in the post-game interview, he was like, I was thinking about throwing it away just to stop the clock. And then I saw, I just ran for it. But that was
gutsy, ballsy performance by Trev. He was, taking some hits out there, running hard, and they needed every inch of Trevor Lawrence tonight.
That wasn't even the funniest play of the weekend, though. Because freaking Titans, Cardinals.
Oh, my God. That was crazy. The fumble that got kicked.
Got kicked. Kyler getting hit in the head with the ball.
I liked when Kyler got hit in the head.
He had to come out of the game again. I think he got checked for a concussion.
He did, I think.
Yeah, I liked that one. That was my
good.
favorite.
But
great win by the Jaguars.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I only caught the 4th quarter, but Trev looked phenomenal down that stretch of that game. I mean, the big throw down the sideline to Brian Thomas was crazy. That was a dot. Then he throws another dot to Diami Brown on the sideline. That was the career-defining drive for Trevor at this point. And a 4-1 Jags team, does anyone take them seriously now? Or
seriously as in what? They could win the division.
Okay.
I'm looking at their schedule.
And they win a playoff game.
No.
A playoff game? If they win the division, they'll be at home in Duval.
Are we really scared of Jacksonville, though?
No. Not scared of them, but can they win a playoff?
No, scared of the Jacksonville Jags having a home game.
I mean, it's definitely more in their favor than being on the road.
Yeah, but it's not like one of those tough places to play. It's not.
No, but it definitely gives
Favors
them
them,
more of an advantage than being on the road.
We have to wait a while. I don't know what week this is because I just Googled their schedule, but December 7th is when they play the Colts. And I would love to see – I can't wait to see the Colts offense go up against his Jags defense. That should be a fun one.
Danny and Trev, 2 guys who have been compared through their careers because their
Yeah.
stats are so similar, which I'm sure they're still so similar with them both playing good this year. It's crazy to see. We kind of wrote Trev off before the season. This was kind of like, this was it for him. If he didn't perform this year, he was probably not going to come back next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like Liam Cohen coming to town, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had a game. He had a fourth quarter specifically. That pick is not on him. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah.
That pick is not on him. He had a fumble early in the game too. I didn't see that, but I saw on the stat sheet that he had a fumble too. So Trevor's always going to get at least one turnover. That's his fault, but
True.
that's seemingly the case. But
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has to clean some things
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
He hasn't been.
he's not been good.
Yeah, he hasn't really been that good. This was definitely his best game of the year, considering the stakes and who he was going up against. But even tonight, like, he was pretty average. He definitely made a shit ton of timely plays with his legs, though, which were huge for them.
10
So,
for 54.
Yeah.
10 for 54.
He ran a lot.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Ran a lot tonight.
He had to, so.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're 4-1 now, and 4-1 is actually tied for the best record in the league. There are no longer any more undefeated teams in the NFL after week 4. The 2 unbeaten actually went down yesterday, one of them in prime time, the other one earlier in the day to the Denver Broncos. The Philadelphia Eagles are now 4-1 in a game that they had full control of. Both of those games were incredible. I mean, you get the Broncos, who Bo Nix takes over in the fourth quarter and has a phenomenal quarter. And then on the other side of things, you got an up-and-coming superstar in Drake May take over and defeat the Buffalo Bills. The Patriots and the Broncos have a lot of similarities in those two, but we'll get it started just by talking about this Eagles and Broncos game. What are some thoughts? Do we feel more scared for the Philadelphia Eagles or more encouraged for the Denver Broncos? Where are we at, Chris? Get us started.
In this game, I think I'm more discouraged by the Eagles and worried about the Eagles. I think I'll start with the Broncos side of things. Really clutch plays in the fourth quarter by Bo Nix, like stepped up to the plate when they needed him to, and made the plays. I think we all knew this Broncos defense was going to be great. It's kind of taken them some time to click things together, but in the second half of that game, they were pretty much lights out. Nick Bonito, like I mentioned earlier, probably, if he's not 1, he's 2 in Defensive Player of the Year voting right now. Leads the league in pressures and sacks. So I think the Broncos are just showing, like, that was just them showing us who they are, and they're not who they were in weeks 1 and 2, and they go as far as Bo Nix takes them. We know the defense is going to be great and make plays. Bo Nix struggled early on in the season. They lost a few games they probably should have won. Bo Nix balled out when they needed him to. They beat the best team in football. So I think it just showed us who the Broncos are. In terms of the Eagles, this passing game stuff is just weird because they pass the ball the best they have all year, but then Saquon Barkley only got 6 carries in the game.
Unreal.
And they were up early on in the game, and it's just weird stuff by Kevin Patul. Like, I don't know if that was just like a, all right, you guys want me to pass, I'm going to pass type of thing, which is bad for an offensive coordinator. Like, I don't know what type of statement he was trying to prove. I don't know if he was scared of the Broncos' run defense. I don't know what it was. Like, Jalen Hurts played a fine game. I mean, 280 yards, whatever it was, a couple big plays to Smitty, like, he played fine, but, I mean, Saquon just getting 6 carries is inexcusable. And, I mean, the O-line's injured right now, so I guess their run blocking isn't going to be the best. But still, 6 carries is just inexcusable.
Their O-line was good in this game, I felt like. Even in pass pro for a while. Like, I don't know.
I mean, Hurts got sacked like 6 times.
Yeah.
But Hurts' time to throw in this game was like 3.5 seconds. Bro held the ball so many times. Like, you have to get rid of the football. And I don't know if that's because it's just not creative route concepts, and that's completely on Patua. Because if I'm going to be honest, I saw A.J. Brown run a fucking slant 17 times. We might as well start calling him the new slant boy. He might be washed, by the way. Just a complete side note. Either he's washed or hurt. So
That's an interesting stat.
Last week I was just...
They've had 3 and outs on a league high 47% of their offensive drives.
number 2 on the list is Tennessee, and number 3 is the Bengals.
That's
yeah, it's great
insane.
company.
I was really disappointed last week. Like, they were 4-0, and you had your 2 star receivers going to the media and complaining about their role in the offense when you're undefeated. And then you come into this game, you get all your targets, and you lose the game. It's just not a good look for the team in general. First of all, that you would even, like, change your game plan because of players complaining, I think is really just soft by the Eagles coaching staff, like not sticking to your brand of football. Like, you have Saquon Barkley in your backfield. Granted, he hasn't looked the same way as he looked last year, but 6 carries is so stupid considering they were up in this game for so long. It's actually just malpractice. And to feed into this guy, A.J. Brown, that has been one of the bigger divas in the NFL, is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's A.J. Brown has had a great career, but man, can he just shut up when they're winning? If you're losing, it's one thing. You were 4-0, and you're going to the media talking about your targets. Congrats, you got your 8 targets, and you lost. Congrats.
It's like, it's discouraging because this is a team that just won the Super Bowl. Like, they were the best team far and away last year in the NFL. So, like, if your receivers are going to the media and complain, which, by the way, again, like, that's just not a Super Bowl culture thing to do, is to go to the media and complain about your targets. Like, if you have a winning culture, that's an internal matter. You handle that within the organization. And then to just, like you said, like, cater your offense to these 2 guys that are complaining. So now what? Saquon goes and says, I only have 6 carries. This is ridiculous. You're going to give him the ball 30 times.
Which Saquon's not going to do because Saquon's a
right, because Saquon's exactly. And the other thing is, like, you hear of teams abandoning the run. They didn't even try to establish the run. Like we said, 6 carries. Jalen Hurts only ran the ball twice, and they were both scrambles. Like, zero design runs for Jalen Hurts, who's the 2nd or 3rd best at worst rushing quarterback in the NFL.
No, but Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown got 18 targets.
No, yeah, that's great, because that definitely won them the game. And
Smitty had a big game.
He did, but it was like poetic.
Like, congrats, though. Like, good job.
It was poetic that at the end of the game, the Hail Mary comes down to it. And, like, low key, if only one of them went up for it, they had a shot at it.
Yeah.
If either Smitty or AJ went up for it, I'm not saying they would have caught it, but they had a shot for it. But they both went up for it, and neither one of them caught it. And like you guys said, I mean, running the ball 6 times with Saquon Barkley, who just had 2,000 yards last year and was the best player in football, like, that's just utterly ridiculous. It's just insane that like, that's incompetent.
It's
like, how, like, you just won a Super Bowl. How are you?
Right.
How do you go
he wasn't getting stuffed either.
Right.
6 for 30. Like,
6 for 30s. You could build on that.
Right.
Like
5 a carry.
Yeah, he's
Right.
not gonna have an awesome game if you don't give him the ball. Like, he's got to get into a rhythm. But yeah, like 5 a carry, like you said, it's mind-boggling. And then especially in a week where, sorry, I know you got to get in here. In a week where, like, other teams in the NFC looked great, like the Bucs looked awesome.
Yep.
Seahawks lost, but still looked awesome. Like, the Commanders looked really good. And then the guys who were supposed to run the NFC just took a major step back. And it's really weird. And then, people were complaining about this passing game the whole time, and they were 4-0. And then the passing game was great, but nothing else was good. Like, no other part of this game was really good for the Eagles. So it was a little worrisome.
It felt almost like they were playing with their food.
Yeah.
It felt almost like they know that they could win, and Kevin Petula, like, wanted to try and make some type of statement.
I agree.
And I think we know they could win. Like, they're not a contender after this performance. They're 4-1. They've beaten some great teams. You know what I mean? Like, they could win games still. So I'm not worried about them, but it's just like, to me, Deadass just feels like he was just trying some shit just to try some shit.
And that's like,
and then next week they'll come out and just run the ball.
It's so possible.
You know what I mean?
Look, I'm not worried about the Eagles, so to speak. Their defense is still great. Like, nothing changes with that. I've been worried about the offense, though, and this doesn't change anything. Like, the offense, the run game has been inefficient all year. That has not changed. Like, yes, he had 5 yards a carry on 6 carries in this game. They've been inefficient all year. Mm-hmm. Their passing game has been non-existent all year. They've been one of the worst offenses in the NFL. I don't expect that to just flip overnight. I know they're talented, but there's obviously a problem with A.J. Brown, and it isn't just the fact that he's not getting the ball, because then I decided to go back, look at some things. He has a 47% success rate against man coverage so far this season. That's, by the way, well below average for any NFL receiver. He has like a 48% success rate against zone, which, by the way, well below average for an NFL wide receiver. So, yeah, this ain't the same A.J. Brown that was one of the best receivers in the entire NFL, if not the best, if you wanted to make that case. But there's serious concerns about this offense. Like, I am worried about the Eagles in regards to this offense needs to come to play, but that defense is still great.
Yeah,
So,
and it's like I know the OC change and like that we've seen that affect teams in the past, right? Like Kellen Moore leaves, new OC comes in, but this is a group that again just won a Super Bowl. Like Hurts, AJ Brown, Smitty, this O-line for the most part. These guys have been here a long time. Like they really, they shouldn't take so long to like gel together. And again, they're still 4-1, like you said. They're still contenders, no question about it. But when you have these kind of expectations on your shoulders, you're gonna get nitpicked, and you have to. So it's, I don't know, man. Like you said, the offense is just really concerning. And then Hurts had a good game. I'm not gonna hate on him too bad. Missed a couple deep shots that could have really changed the game, and it could have been a timing thing.
A couple big throws
between them, but. Again, it's just strange to have these issues. Like they won the Super Bowl, looked okay, and like when we said it about the Chiefs last year, when the narrative, well, not we, but the narrative around the Chiefs was, yeah, they're undefeated, but they don't really look that good. They're the worst undefeated team of all time. So many people said that. The Chiefs didn't do what you said about Kevin Patullo, like go out and trying to prove to everybody that they're wrong. Like I'm sure Andy Reid said, because Patrick Mahomes would be in the press talking about, well, yeah, I haven't been playing my best ball, but we're undefeated, so who cares? And, like, that's what Sirianni has to do. Like, we're undefeated. Everything else will come together instead of just trying to force the passing game on everyone.
Well, the thing is with that, though, I think last year we also saw Travis Kelce, freak out in the middle of a game and, like, bump Andy Reid. I think that was last year because he wasn't getting the ball. But then he comes to the media and doesn't say a word. Right. So it's like it's handled internally. Like, this is partially, it's so confusing because they won the Super Bowl last year. So you would think like the culture's instilled. You don't need to question what's going on in the building.
They've been good for years now.
Exactly. Like, but God bless. But here we are, like, and I don't know if it's a Nick Sirianni thing or if it's just the way A.J. Brown is and Devontae Smith are, but how are you still getting up to the podium or even just on Twitter and posting something or saying something that is questioning the whole situation altogether?
I mean, A.J. Brown was doing that when Vrabel was his coach. Like, he did
it last year, too.
He's just not.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He's not going to be happy unless he's getting 10 targets a game. It's just, it doesn't matter. He doesn't care. Like, I'm not going to say he doesn't care about winning, but, like, that's what it feels like.
He thinks that's what has to happen for them to win.
Put simply, he is not the same player. He's not. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't know if it's injury. I don't know if it's just anything else. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's washed, but he's not the same guy. He's got to accept that too. Yeah. So
I mean, he doesn't have to be dominant to put up numbers, though. He just needs to not complain. Like, play your role.
Yeah. I feel like for me, like I'm more encouraged by what they did against the Rams a few weeks ago. Like I think that's who the Eagles are. They could establish the run, and when they need to, they can pass. They're not a pass-first team like they tried to put on against the Broncos. Yeah. Like, I still have full confidence in this team that they can win in big moments. And against many teams, they'll be able to just win off sheer talent. But I believe in Hurts. I just think Hurts knows what it takes to win. And, like, when it comes down to it, I still trust this team, but my panic meter is definitely going up a lot.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's just like, because that's true, why did this game happen? You know what I mean? Like, you can establish the run and then open up the pass game by establishing the run, and yet you try to force the pass game. It's a very strange thing for such a great team to do.
Right after your two receivers complained to them.
Right. It's
there's the reason.
Yeah, but we were having these same conversations at this point last year about the Eagles, so...
No, they're fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's time to
for sure.
They're fine, but I'm a little more concerned with the fact that they don't have Kellen Moore than you should probably let on.
I'm kind of glad they lost this way, though. I'm actually happy it happened for them.
I think it's better for them.
That they complained, and then the OC was like, yeah, see, you got your way, and now we lost. Congrats. Yeah. And you move on to the next game, and you continue running the ball. I mean, if you're the Eagles, you could, like, it's the NFL, so no one could afford to lose, but, like, the Eagles low-key could afford to lose a game trying to make a statement. Yeah.
Well, they're also still up in that division, so
right.
it's They have the opportunity to, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to say any team should go out of their way to lose a football game. I don't think they
the
did
Eagles
that,
know
but-
they're making the playoffs, though. Like they're not. It's
Yeah,
not as
right.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not a team on the fringe.
Shout out
Like,
Dean called both upsets on the pick'em.
Both.
He
did.
He picked both upsets.
You definitely did.
Still, we'll pick the Jets till they win.
Yeah, that was a rough
0-5 on the Jets so far.
Can't be
this
doing
year.
that, brother. Well, yeah, 0-5 for the Jets in
It's
general.
just a
One
free
of
pick.
2 0-5 teams remaining.
No, that's it.
They're the only one.
Are they really?
They're the only one.
Oh,
Titans
Lord,
won.
man, that's a well, yeah. 2
Saints.
0-5 teams. I mean, 2 0-4 teams did get wins. Unfortunately, one was against us. But there was one other undefeated team that I mentioned before. That was the Buffalo Bills that took an L to the New England Patriots. What a game that was in Buffalo. Drake May went on the road. STEFON Diggs return game went absolutely insane. Patriots defense balled out. I'll ask the same question that I asked before for the Eagles and the Broncos. Are we more concerned with the Bills' performance in this one or more encouraged with the Patriots' performance in this? Tom, get us started.
I think for the Bills, I think I'm definitely more encouraged with the Patriots. I think for the Bills, this was just a wildly out of character game. They had a 14-game home win streak coming into this game, and it was their first time without a touchdown in the first half since week 6 of 2023. They fumbled the snap on an end-around play, another fumble after that. Josh Allen threw a pick, and he doesn't throw picks anymore. Like, they had 11 penalties, which was a season high. All that to say, like, this was just a bad game for the Bills, and I just don't expect it to continue. They're just too good of a team to not clean up these mistakes. If it continues, obviously, if we see this again next week or in the next couple weeks, then yeah, it'll be a little more concerning. But for the Patriots, man, I mean, Drake May's clutch gene was on full display in this one, man. He made some beautiful throws down the stretch of this game. STEFON Diggs clearly took this game personal, as we can see by the side eye there. I love that picture, man.
That's a great
So if a picture says 1,000 words, it's that one right there, man. But he was awesome in this one. But yeah, like I said, I think the Bills will be fine. They just had it was a weird game for them.
Yeah, I think for the Bills, I'm not worried at all. Just super uncharacteristic turnovers for them that I'm not too concerned about until it becomes a trend. I mean, on the Patriots side of things, I'll let you guys say what you have to say about Drake May, but STEFON Diggs, man, that's one of the all-time performances. I'm not going to lie, man. The way he was the center of attention from the second I turned the TV on. It was about STEFON Diggs and his return to Buffalo. And there's all these shots of him saying all these things on the sidelines to get the guys going, hyping the team up, if you will. And then he went in there and did the hyping and did the stuff. He looked absolutely incredible. STEFON Diggs is just a complete NFL wide receiver. His spatial awareness is just on another level. The way he finds the holes in zones, the way he... I mean, there was a few instances, too, where he'd find the spot in the zone, sit down, make the catch, and then run backwards to run around. And it was one of those things like, oh, fuck, STEFON, what the hell are you doing? Why are you running backwards? Oh. And he did that a few times, and it's just like understanding the angles, understanding the space. A couple contested catches, too. The one on the sideline at the end of the game, too, with the toe tap. Like, he's just...
Bruh.
That just looked like peak prime STEFON Diggs. I mean, 10 for 146 is just gnarly, dude. 2 straight 100-yard games. Like, he looks
He's
all
back.
the way back,
Off a
man.
torn ACL, by the way.
Yeah, he looks all
had
the way
31
back.
years.
31 years
age.
old off a torn ACL.
No, I mean, it was just like...
Bro is a papa soon.
He beat the shit out of the washed allegations.
It was
really
an
did.
experience watching STEFON Diggs hoop.
He really did.
Like I was saying in the group chat, like I mean, there were so many edits of him because he had all them pregame speeches. I watched those highlights like 100 times today. It was basically every other video on TikTok, and I'm glad that I got to experience that all those times throughout the day today. He was just incredible. Definition of putting your team on the back. Like, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, such a, I mean, thus far, a perfect signing for Drake May's development.
Yes.
You know, like, Drake May is really coming into his own. You see him in every level of the game, his rushing ability, his passing ability, and it's all in the back of STEFON Diggs and what he's able to do coming off a torn ACL. Like, being a leader on the team, too, which is something that, you know, we wanted to see out of him in Buffalo, that he kind of was a little bit of a distraction there, and he's come into New England helping Drake May, which is, great to see. But I'm not worried about the Bills at all. I mean, they were going to lose a game, especially against a division opponent. Like, they were always going to lose a game. I really wasn't expecting them to go 17-0. So
that throw, by the way, Drake rolling to his right on the run on a dime to Diggs on the sideline is just one of the best throws you'll ever see, honestly, with a guy in his face.
And him audibling, too, to
just
keep going that like.
Stupid. Just stupid. Drake May's coming into his own. I am not at all concerned about the Bills. They'll be fine. They're banged up, too. They're dealing with some injuries on the defensive side of the ball. They'll be fine. Man.
Yeah, you just trust them to clean it up.
I wish they had a receiver.
I said that. I mean, we've said that for a while, but like I said that a couple weeks ago when I forget who they were playing against. But it was just like seeing Josh Allen roll out and extend plays, and he's just looking for someone. And it used to be, where's Diggs? And now he just, like you said, he just doesn't really. I mean, Dalton Kincaid's been pretty damn good this year.
Dalton Kincaid's been awesome.
He's been really good this year.
Khalil Shakir has been good every game. Like,
yeah, but there's a ceiling on Khalil Shakir.
Yeah.
Like, he's right. He's a, he's a slot guy, safety blanket guy. But like, it would be great to see Josh Allen have a guy like
Stephon Diggs. Yeah.
No, but not Diggs, because Diggs wasn't really good for Josh Allen, if we're being honest, which is him commanding.
Early in Josh's career, he was a great presence for him.
But Diggs got frustrated with his target share.
Yeah. I, in a weird way, actually think this is the perfect way to build an offense around Josh Allen or some of the great quarterbacks in general. Like, you don't need to give them an elite receiver because it's like they could just read the field and throw it to any guy. If you have a bunch of guys that have the capability of getting open or even like, Josh will put it in a spot.
I get it, but you want to, obviously.
Yeah.
The quarterback's going to be great no matter what, and the guys should catch the ball. But it is great to have a receiver that will win most of the time.
Yeah, I think it's less about like you don't need to. You like obviously you want to give him that receiver, but when you're paying the quarterback what you want to put the money in the offensive line and the defense. You know what I mean? So I think it's more about that.
Yeah,
but
give a great quarterback some semblance of a run game, a great offensive line, and he'll figure it out.
Some
with receivers.
solid receivers. Yeah,
you don't got to put nothing crazy around him with that, but. This was the Drake May coming out party.
Did you guys the hype on the Twitter feed about Drake May is
my God,
unreal.
bro.
You guys see Theo Ash?
Dude, bro.
Theo Ash said, today, who would you rather start an NFL franchise with, Drake May or Lamar Jackson?
All right.
It's just out of pot. Like, it's Justin Herbert all over again.
I was about to say, Chris is going to start to hate this guy.
Bro, I love Drake May. He had a awesome game, statement win of your career, bro. He didn't throw a fucking passing touchdown, dude.
All right.
He played a great game. He played a great game.
Yeah, but he got him there.
No, he played a great, phenomenal game.
They gave the ball to Ramondre twice.
No, 100%.
For some reason.
It's kind of crazy that Ramondre and Gibby both fumbled again.
Yeah.
And yet Trayvion's still not involved.
Nah, Drake May's great, but
that's rough.
Let's pump
Slow
the brakes,
down, bro.
dude.
No, I'm full throttle on Drake May.
I'm going to be honest. I might be too.
I'm not
But what is full throttle?
Like he's a top 10 quarterback as of today.
right now.
Top 10 might be pushing.
Yeah.
He's on that fringe. He's in that tier, guys. I don't hate it.
Because it's not just his, passing ability. It's kind of everything about him. His full frame of...
if you were to build a quarterback, he's the prototype.
Yeah.
He is. Same way that everyone talks about Justin Herbert. If you were to build a quarterback, you're building Justin Herbert. That's just what you're going to do. But Drake, I think, is even more athletic than Herbert. That's the thing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He makes all the throws that you could ever ask for. I don't know. I'm all the way in on Drake. I think the Patriots are scary. I think they're a tough out. I don't think there's someone you want to face. I really do. They have a great defense that, by the way, when Christian Gonzalez is healthy, is a completely different unit.
Yeah.
He makes a world of difference. So, I'm very encouraged by the Patriots. I really am. We liked them coming in.
Yeah, you did. This was a great win for them because their next three are New Orleans, Tennessee, and Cleveland.
They should get.
So you should win all three of those.
Wow. We could do victory laps at the end of the year, possibly.
We really potentially could.
Wow.
We could. But
I'm so hyped.
look, a lot of things need to go right still. Drake has to keep up this level of performance.
They're gonna remember that little fist bump that they did.
Yeah.
Remember that win. What's gonna happen?
We'll remember that, bro.
All right.
Why? Oh, I'll be waiting.
A little
brother.
mental.
They put their little rivalry aside for the Patriots.
for Drake May,
The
bro.
only time
I'll
we will
put-
ever.
I'll put my Jets fandom aside for the Patriots.
Yeah.
It is alright.
He's so tough.
That was a great point. Like he literally every time you turn the TV on, it was Stephon Diggs screaming at everyone, hyping the crowd, hyping up his guys. It was something special. It really felt like Buffalo Diggs, Minnesota Diggs was all the way back. It was awesome.
One of the
dude.
best wide receiver performances I've watched, honestly. That
Yeah,
shit
definitely gotta
was
go back and watch
a
the highlight tape.
Cinematic
Like the stats
movie.
are great, but it doesn't even tell the whole story.
Nah, it was
Yeah.
like a full motion picture. What
Yes.
that was.
He
Like,
puts on a performance when he plays
I'd eat
football.
that shit with
Yeah.
popcorn, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, it's really poetry in motion.
It's like Tavon Austin highlights, Stephon Diggs against the Bills on week 5.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, so obviously the Buffalo Bills don't really fall off the Super Bowl radar, but they are one of the top 5 in odds no matter what. We just mentioned the Patriots. I wonder if they get brought up in this segment, but everybody, I want you to give me one team that you guys feel outside of the top 5 in Super Bowl odds has the best chance at making a run and potentially winning the big game down the line. So the top 5 in Super Bowl odds, as I mentioned at the top of the show, the Eagles, the Bills, the Lions, the Chiefs, and the Green Bay Packers. So those are the 5 that we are not allowed to name. Dean, give me a team that you believe can make a run outside of those 5.
So for me, it's easily the Indianapolis Colts.
Wow.
Ever since week 1, and I know looking back, it isn't as impressive as we thought in the beginning because it was against the Dolphins. They're 4-1, and they're an 80 Mitchell disaster class away from being 5-0. And the games that they have won outside of that Broncos game, they won by 2. They beat the Dolphins by 25, the Titans by 21, and the Raiders by 34. Those aren't good teams, but they beat them by over 3 touchdowns, all of them, 4 touchdowns. I mean, they're dominating these bad teams, what good teams are supposed to do. And the Colts, with Lou Anarumo manning that defensive room, I mean, they look like a different team. Like, they look like a purely dominant team. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's having a career year, 3 touchdowns. He didn't look great efficiency-wise, but 3 touchdowns on the ground. I mean, the Colts look great. I mean, I can't say enough about how great Daniel Jones has looked. His career's completely turned around this year. He looks like he has newfound confidence. The whole team is just playing with so much confidence, and I think that goes a long way in the NFL. I think they could easily win that division.
I should probably be in on the Colts. Like, everybody should probably be in on the Colts, but there's still something in my gut telling me don't fucking trust it yet. Don't trust it yet. I'm not there.
What is it about them that you're
For me,
hesitant
I don't
about?
think their defense is good enough, truth be told. I think they're cool. I don't think their defense is good
think their
enough.
defense
And
is-
also, like, I'm sorry, but when I love him, and I'm happy he's balling. But it's hard to see a team quarterbacked by Daniel Jones and think, yep, they got a shot to win the Super Bowl. I just can't do it.
Yeah, but their backfield is so impressive with Jonathan Taylor that I think it doesn't take Daniel Jones being even a top 10 guy for them to reach those aspirations. I mean, their offense, their weapons are so good.
For a Super Bowl?
It does take that. It
Well,
definitely
he's been
takes
playing
that.
at top 10 level this season.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
And I don't think it's far-fetched for him to do this over the you don't need to lean on Daniel Jones throughout the course of a full season for them to be good. Like, they have good weapons around him. He doesn't need to make magic. You know, they have their rookie tight end has been absolutely amazing. They still have Michael Pittman, a great vet, a good slot receiver in Josh Downs. Like, they have good pieces around him. He doesn't need to be Superman. And I think that's exactly what Daniel Jones needed in his career.
I'm not falling for that bullshit. It sounds exactly what I heard last year all year,
Sam
and
Darnold.
I stayed true to my guns. I almost got convinced there at the end. I know you guys got one over there towards the end and put them into contention,
I
but
did.
I say true to my guns. I said it's coming. The collapse is coming, and boy, did that collapse come all over our faces. That collapse was there. Can they win the division? Absolutely. Can they win a playoff game? Absolutely. Can they make a serious run where we look at them like they have an actual chance to win the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And do you think it's because of Daniel Jones?
I think when the going gets tough, he will crumble.
I said
at some point the going is going to get rough. I know you could talk about Jonathan Taylor, the weapons, Lou Anarumo, the defense. We're saying all the same things about the Vikings last year, and eventually it took 15 games, 16 games for the going to get rough, but the going got rough, the stakes got raised, and Sam Darnold collapsed and showed his true colors. Daniel Jones has true colors down there that we know who he is deep down. I just don't think in a big moment, look at, for the sake of this segment, looking at the teams I could choose from, I just trust their quarterbacks in big moments more. And, we could, go tit for tat on whose roster is overall better. Colts have a good roster. You could compare them to some of these teams. But when the going gets rough, it's about the quarterback. And Daniel Jones is not the guy. Shout out to him for playing great.
Well, since week 1, he's been my guy. Actually, he's been my guy since before the season. So
No, you love Daniel Jones. Weird guy to love, but
He's
I'm
easy
happy.
to love.
he's easy to root for, right? I mean,
Easy to
who doesn't
root
like
for.
a comeback story?
No, I agree with you, but I agree with Chris too. Once they get once he gets real pressure on him, both mental and literal pressure, I completely agree. I think it's Sam Darnold all over again.
It gives me similar vibes. I can't lie. That's honestly the exact situation I think of when I see this. Yeah. But granted, you could put this man in MVP talks to this point in the season, and I wouldn't even hate you for it because he deserves it. But
So here's the difference, right? And it's very, very simple. And you may not put a lot of stock into it, but Sam Darnold had never played in a playoff game before last year. Daniel Jones has won a playoff game in the NFL.
So
I think that matters when you're going there. He actually has
been there, done it.
Granted, it's one time. Sammy never did it.
no, I watched it. It was I remember it was the greatest game he's ever
It
played.
was legitimately the peak of my Giants fan.
And those Vikings were frauds. Everyone knew it, man.
Even I picked the Giants.
Everyone knew the Giants were winning that game.
So much money on
Even
the
I
Giants
picked
in
the
that game.
Giants to win that
Who's
game.
he get? Realistically, they win the division, so he gets one of the wild card teams
Broncos,
from
probably the Broncos.
Well,
Right.
the top wild card team would either be whoever in the AFC West,
the Broncos or
even the
Jags?
Jags. If they keep it up, yeah.
The Rams.
No, the
No.
Rams are in the NFC.
Duh.
Probably
If the
I don't know why I
Ravens
was thinking
decide to
that.
make a
probably
run,
one of the Broncos. If I had to go out on a limb here, Broncos. I still think the Chiefs are winning the AFC West. I'm just throwing that out there.
still don't.
So
but
no, I know I wasn't asking you. I was just saying for my sake. Broncos, Chargers, Jaguars. What's the other team? I had the other team in my mind. Steelers.
Yeah.
Or Ravens. One of those teams they play in the.
I wouldn't pick them against one of the Western teams. The other two, I think they could beat. But the point is, they're not getting. I don't think they're going to get a fraud Vikings team. I mean, they could. I guess they could get the Steelers or the Jags, but I don't know. Like I said, that Vikings team was so obvious they were going to lose that
It's
game.
tough, and it's a cop-out answer, but it's the NFL.
It's true. Yeah, no, it's true.
No, it's
And if
definitely
and if they're
the
home, yeah.
NFL.
that is the
you,
league.
You definitely make a good point there. That
No, really though. I'm not
it's
being
the NFL. I can't argue with that.
Well, anybody could win any game. I don't know.
I mean, we're seeing that,
It's
but
definitely on display this
playoffs are a
week. Yeah.
bit different.
if we're going into the playoffs, if I'm betting on a team, it's probably the Chiefs. Just throwing that out there. But obviously, for the point of this segment, couldn't pick the Chiefs.
Right.
If I'm not picking them, I like what the Colts are doing so far this year.
But outside of the top five, you feel more confident in the Colts over the Rams?
I think the AFC is a little bit lighter.
Honestly, I'd probably have to
I
agree
think
with that.
I think it's
I don't know. I mean, I agree with you, but the AFC is so
it's still stacked.
top heavy.
But I think the Eagles are still the best team in the league. I don't see the Rams taking down the Eagles.
Really?
Oh, I completely disagree.
I think it's
with
more
that
likely
statement.
the Rams take down the Eagles than the Colts take down the Bills or Chiefs.
Yes.
Or both.
Completely agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't agree with
Do
that?
the Colts play the Bills this year?
I'm not too
I
sure.
think they might later in the year,
find
but
out.
I mean, the Eagles might be the better team, but like, if I'm picking, like, I think the Chiefs and the Bills are like those are the teams.
Well,
like
I can't pick them.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying in terms of like me, like I picked an NFC team. Part of that was because I see no shot of the Chiefs or Bills not representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. I'd be genuinely shocked if it was someone else representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. In the NFC, I think that shit's wide open. Honestly.
yeah,
I think that shit's wide open.
AFC.
The Colts don't play the Bills, but they do play the Chiefs on November 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we'll test their mettle in that.
You'll
one.
definitely
Chiefs
find out a
regular
lot in
season
that game.
is stupid though. If the Colts beat the Chiefs, I really wouldn't even put
Yeah.
stock into that.
I
If I'm
think-
not gonna lie.
I do think teams like the Chiefs do, and I mean Rasheed will be back. They care as you get down the stretch. They're looking to make a statement in some of these games. So like,
It's not even that. Like you want home field. you know,
yeah,
like,
and I mean they're going to be playing for their not playoff lives, but they will be playing for their division lives.
They've already lost 3 games.
So exactly. So it's not like they're playing for nothing for the rest of the season. They can't just coast. They're not 5-0, 4-1. So I think that'll be a very telling game. Tom, who do you have? I think you were referencing who you have. So go ahead, take it, Chris.
Yeah, so like I said, I picked a team in the NFC. Yeah,
Sorry,
fuck you.
sorry.
Yo,
He mentioned
Tom.
them before.
Fuck you. Tom, fuck you.
Yo, Tom, who do you have? Actually, why the fuck do I care? Chris, who do you
Ask you
have?
who he has, being like, yo, Chris, who do you have? Not even letting him
know, Chris,
answer.
you spoke.
Honestly,
Yo,
I
I'll be
remember-
quick. I'll be quick.
No,
I
you
remember
take your
that
sweet
he
time,
mentioned
brother.
basically who he was picking after
just
I
said that
it
off
to
the rip,
Tom.
though.
Well, that's what I just said. I
Just
just said I
not-
remembered it
Whatever.
after. Sorry.
You literally pulled my pants off, gave me kisses, and then left the room. Like, that was crazy.
I just wanted to get your
Inconsiderate
shit
bystander.
hard,
That was crazy.
I just want to get your shit hard. That's it.
I'll be quick here, though. I'm going with a biased pick. It's obviously the Washington Commanders at plus 2,200. They just had we talk about statement wins. They just had their statement win of the year so far with the win over the Chargers, 27-10. And I mean, it's time. He's here. Bill. You guys aren't fucking with Bill?
Come on, man.
I
Not
don't really
yet.
care for that.
Who leads the NFL in yards per carry?
Ooh.
Tom.
Bill.
Bill.
Yes.
Bill had his shoe breakout, and I mean 111 on the ground. He added another 39 through the air. 2 tugs, man. Like, Cliff has shown in his tenure so far with the Commanders to put forth a great run game. We saw that even last year with Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler back there. I hate when I'm talking and you guys are looking at the TV,
Sorry,
bro.
yeah.
I feel like I'm talking to no
still
one.
listening.
Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
Continue.
Cliff run game.
Cliff in the run game, they had one of the more efficient run games in the NFL last year with bad backs. You give them a good back like Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, you could see what could happen, 111 yards on the ground. Jaden Daniels in his return looked fine, 231 through the air, tug. He was moving well too, which I think was very encouraging. You'd like to see him not take so many hits, but it's okay. The Commanders' defense, though, a unit that Matty J said was awful, terrible, will hold them back. Second-graded PFF team in terms of run defense. That's huge. Going into the playoffs, we always say about these teams who are held back by not being able to stop the run. A la the Bills of last year. They won't win the Super Bowl because they can't stop the run, Matty J said. Matty J was right. They didn't win the Super Bowl. So you got to be able to stop the run. The Commanders, they can do that. Their secondary, though, not too good. But
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Marshawn Lattimore had a good game yesterday. They had a solid game
We're
yesterday.
applauding one good game now.
Yeah, I'm applauding a good game.
When the QB has no offensive line.
Yes, that too. But continue.
Am I supposed to shit on them? What am I supposed to do? Not acknowledge that they played a good game?
No, they had a good game.
This is a team that also made the NFC Championship last year with Jaden Daniels behind the helm.
This is true.
This is a team that's been there, done that. We know they can win big games. We're more confident in the Indianapolis Colts to reach the Super Bowl than the Washington Commanders.
I am.
Right.
I'm not.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I don't know. We're shitting on me because I said they had a good game against the Chargers.
We said what? I mean, we said one comment about the offense.
Yeah, we just made a
It really
statement that the Chargers
wasn't-
are just destroyed. But yeah,
No, I acknowledge that. The Chargers are destroyed. The Commanders also blew them out. They won 27-10.
Yeah.
They did what they were supposed to do. They took care of business. What else are they supposed to do?
they did what they needed
I think
to do.
the Commanders' defense has been pretty solid. They've been about an average defense throughout the course of the year so far, which I feel like is all you could really ask for from this unit, that you expect to be one of the top 5 most efficient offenses in the NFL, which they haven't quite been, but they dealt with 2 weeks of Jaden Daniels out. I think once he gets back into groove, the way Deebo Samuel has been playing, he's been a perfect fit in this offense.
He really has.
He's turned back the clock. He's been incredible. As Jaden gets back going, I expect Terry to get back going at some point. Hopefully he gets well and gets back on the field and opens up some things down the field. And Jaden Daniels has it factor. He could win big games. He could put the team on his back. I feel not obviously team outside the top 5. I don't feel extremely confident in them, but if I had to pick someone to make a run, I'd go with the Commanders. You know?
Debo has made a complete difference in their offense, adding a dimension that they just didn't have much of last year. I mean, with the departure of, not the departure, the Achilles pop of Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
I mean, their underneath pass game, Debo has been dominant of. I love what he's done.
No, he's been awesome. Like, I thought he was washed. I really did. I was convinced. Oh, all of NFL Twitter was convinced
I mean,
Debo was
maybe
washed.
the 49ers just made him look washed.
They literally did call him fat and washed over the offseason. He's not either.
He got made fun of so relentlessly this offseason.
He did.
It was actually insane. I don't dislike the Commanders. I just don't see it
you
with
dislike
them
the Commanders, bro.
either. I don't know. I just don't see it with them. But like, Jaden's awesome. Bill's cool. He's very good, I guess, at football. He was mad good.
Is it
that
really?
one
I
game
guess
in
though.
college.
Like he's good.
What?
Bill.
Yeah, Bill's good.
I think he's been.
Yeah, but you're like saying it weird. You're being like, Bill's good, I guess. Like, he's been pretty electric.
I just, when someone gets so overhyped that you just start to like dislike the overhype,
Yeah, I mean, the fantasy community kind of ruined
they made me hate.
that. But like,
Yeah, but, like,
an actual football player, he's
without-
really
yeah,
Oh, he's a very good football
Through like
player.
a straight
Yeah.
lens. I mean, he's been
He's been really good.
one of, if not the most efficient backs on a per touch basis. And then finally they unleash him and give him the full workload. And he has over, damn near 150 yards from scrimmage and 2 tugs. Like, he's been
Yeah, I'm just hating.
everything you could ask for him more, and adds
Oh, he put the ball on the floor.
an explosive element to
we're
this.
talking about him.
It's all right, bro. Everyone fumbles. Derrick
think he
Henry has
actually-
3 fumbles on the year, bro.
Yeah, he leads the NFL in yards per carry.
I said that already.
No, I'm saying I said
confirming.
you were up there. I was just he leads the NFL in yards per carry.
Nice. Yeah, but
yeah.
I feel like he adds an explosive layer to this offense that they didn't have last year out the backfield. Obviously, Jaden was electric, but
Robinson wasn't. Yeah.
you'd Brian Robinson and Eckler out there. Like, JCM is much more explosive than those guys, and I think he's a new toy for Cliff. Debo's been a new toy for Cliff. Cliff is just playing like Andy from Toy Story, and then he's going to add Terry back in a week or two. Like, as Jaden gets healthy, I expect this offense in the next few weeks to have some really, really big games and kind of build off that going forward.
I agree.
Terry
Yeah, I
was
think
weird. Sorry.
Yeah, I think as Jaden gets back, gets healthier, gets more comfortable back out there again, I think they'll be what we thought they would be this year, what they looked like last year. And you said they made a run to the NFC Championship last year. Like, that's not nothing. These guys are battle tested. They can win big games. So I don't hate it. If you're gonna pick a team outside the top 5, pick one that's had playoff success.
So, the 4th best team in the NFC is basically wide open. I feel like the top 3 are pretty locked up. Would you say they're the 4th best team in the NFC? Behind the Eagles, Packers, and Rams. Would you guys?
I would.
I think
feel
that
that
shit's
way.
a big
I think they're all.
tier, honestly.
Of just a
I
bunch
think
of,
the
I mean,
Eagles. I still think the Eagles are in their own tier, but I think, like, if you want to make it 2 tiers and call it the Packers and the Rams, and then the Bucks and the Commanders in their own tier, sure. But I kind of think those 4 are just all in a tier. And the Lions, I forgot about
Oh,
the
yeah,
Lions.
the
The
Lions.
Lions are probably in the
Oh
tier
my
with the
God.
Eagles as
Yeah,
of right
yeah,
now
I forgot
today.
about the
but-
Lions as
Yep.
well.
But
Really?
oh, I mean, they've been dominant. You gotta call it how you see it.
I mean, I really like the Bucks.
I like the Bucks too. Obviously, I can't claim them. That's already been done. But they've been freaking phenomenal. I think the Commanders and Bucks is like, it's a good conversation. Like, I feel like you can't really be mad either way. Both quarterbacks have the chops. Both defenses are mid at best, honestly. Offenses are great. Like, I feel like that's like a
They're
pick 'em. I
basically
feel like,
in the same spot, yeah.
yeah, I feel like I can't really argue that either way. I'd lean the Commanders because of my bias, but I don't really have a strong inclination about
I
it.
don't think I...
Well, I do.
Commanders beat them in the playoffs last year,
They
though.
did. They did. Yeah. Can't hate.
They didn't have an Mecca Ibuka.
God.
Jesus
Damn.
My bad.
Christ.
Sorry.
The loudest sneeze I've ever heard.
All right. My underdog to come out of nowhere and surprise everyone to win the Super Bowl is just the underdog of the year. They've just been playing from behind all year. They can stand toe-to-toe with anyone. I am, of course, talking about the aforementioned Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It starts with the guy under center, man. What can you say about Baker Mayfield? I mean, middle of the game, the biggest shootout of the year, electrifying game. Is he focused on the game? Hell yeah. But you know what else he's doing? He's calling that guy in the stands a pussy.
That was so fire.
So cool. He literally was just like, you've been
So
talking
tough.
shit all game. You're a fucking pussy. Then he went down, won the game, ran back to him, and started talking shit to him again. I mean, what more can I say about the guy? I mean, no, in that game, he was basically perfect. He's the first quarterback ever to have 375 passing yards and fewer than 5 incompletions in a regular season game. Yeah. I think he's the MVP if the season ended today. He's been the best deep thrower in the league, and his arm gets some criticism over history. And I mean, it helps that Emeka Egbuka is just catches everything. He has magnets in his
I
gloves.
mean, that throw is ridiculous that we just watched.
Yeah,
Rolling to
yeah,
his left,
Yeah.
firing to the back of the end zone. is
Yeah, that had
wild.
no. It's just everything's just clicking for these guys right now, and
I mean, that's a silly throw.
He can't walk some of the throws that he makes to a receiver better than he throws them.
yeah,
They are like so perfectly placed. It's unbelievable. Continue.
sure. And the biggest knock on Baker has been his prone ability to turnovers, and he only has 1 pick on the year, so he's been great in that department. And I mean, another new offensive coordinator, and they just not even just Baker, like the whole team just keeps getting better. Jeff Grizzard, he's going to be a head coach next year, probably too. With past 3 years, 3 different OCs. They have 20 straight games, including the playoffs, with 20-plus points. And in this one, you had no Bucky, no Mike Evans, and you still put up 38 points on a good Seattle defense. And when Sam Darnold was playing like the best quarterback ever, you know what Baker did? He played like the best quarterback ever. So it was insane to watch. And they've been playing from behind all year, like I mentioned. 4 wins, all of them comeback victories. And then we get to the other side of the ball. It's not that great. The run defense is solid, like you mentioned about the Commanders. It's pretty much in the same vein. Their run defense is pretty good. Their secondary, not great. I mean, Jamel Dean was out in this game for whatever that's worth. He's a solid player. He'll help when he gets back. But I really think this team can beat anyone. I think they can go toe-to-toe with anyone. I think if they get you to play their game, which is a shootout, it's going to be a long game for you. I mean, the Lions can hang points on teams. We see that. But I don't think anyone wants to go toe-to-toe in a shootout with these guys.
I completely agree. I have absolutely no pushback.
Yeah.
Like you said, everything I said about the Commanders kind of applies here. Like
Basically.
I'm with you 100%.
I just think the team construction of you have to win a shootout, you have no shot. You have no shot.
Yeah, but
That's just where I'm at.
You've constructed a top 3 offense in the league.
I mean, let's be
Doesn't
real
matter.
here.
It does matter.
It doesn't.
It definitely does matter.
You're not winning a Super Bowl like that. You can't make a run to the Super Bowl like that. You can't. It doesn't happen.
Let's be real here. I don't know who you picked. I'm going to speak for the two of us here, Tom, as guys who both picked NFC teams. I think we just picked the teams we like, and I think we're both taking the Rams, who are outside of the top 5, over the 2 teams we said.
Yep, definitely picked the Buccaneers.
All right, cool. Perfect,
I definitely
yeah.
picked the Buccaneers and didn't even look at any other teams. It's the Rams. Like, it is definitely the Rams. But
Yeah.
I do stand on they can go toe-to-toe with anyone.
I
They
agree.
can beat anyone.
I agree.
No. They definitely can. I don't disagree with the fact that they could beat anyone. My disagreement is just in the fact that, like, if you can't have a defense that get stops effectively, you're not winning
Their
multiple
defense
games in a
gets
row.
like timely stops though. I can't like find a stat for it or anything, but like I mean, end of the game had to have it. Sam Darnold's playing a perfect game. They get pressure on him and force an interception. Like things like that. Like they've been getting the job done, and I don't know. Like we see it basically every year. Like a team wins a bunch of 1-score games, and then this time next year we'll be saying, or preseason next year we'll be saying, they can't win a bunch of 1-score games again. But I think they can keep it up for this year, man. And then like I said, I think they can beat anyone in the NFC. I mean, the Eagles passing offense can't keep up with them as it stands right now.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
The
with
rest
that.
of the team can, sure.
Exactly,
but-
that's the
yeah,
problem.
But I'm
The
just
fact
saying,
that
like,
you still have to run into them and their defensive unit. Like
Right.
that's a squad in and of itself. And then the fact of the matter is, like, when it comes down to it, the Eagles will end up making the plays. They will make enough plays to win a football game, like on offense. So I don't know. Like I love this team. They're so fun to watch.
oh, they're the most fun.
They
Yeah.
are the most fun to watch. You're 100% right. Baker has turned into, like, don't give him the ball with any time left.
No.
He's winning the football game if you do that, like every single time without fail. But I just can't trust that in a playoff run. So, I mean, yeah, that brings me to the team that you guys already mentioned, who we believe probably altogether is the team with the best odds outside of the top 5 to win the Super Bowl. And a team that I'm honestly surprised isn't within the top 5 to win the Super Bowl. I have the Los Angeles Rams, a team that, as of right now, has both a top 5 offense and a top 10 to 12 defense. One that gets better as the season progresses, too. Matthew Stafford, I mean, look, we look at quarterback play, a guy who's been there and done that time and time again, who has already won a Super Bowl, looks the absolute best now at 37 years old than he may ever have in his entire career. I think the Rams are complete. They're an unbelievable football team with the best receiver duo in the NFL, a great run game. They're ready for a Super Bowl run, and honestly, if we were to head to the playoffs right now today, I might pick the Rams to win the whole damn thing. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I think they're a corner away from just being, like, no doubt, no question, the best team in all of football, but that's where I stand today.
Well, I mean, that Thursday night game was not so inspiring.
Yeah, get diced up by Mac Jones. That
It
doesn't happen.
definitely hurts
That doesn't
your
happen to
case.
the best of us, actually.
Right, yeah.
It happens to, I mean, Mac Jones is slicing and
No,
dicing
he's
this year,
playing some
bro.
good
He's
ball.
3-0. He is a 3-0
Stafford
quarterback
has
at the
been
current
unreal
moment.
this year, which is insane. Like he's better than he's ever been at 37. And Puka Nacua has been the best wide receiver in football as well. The Rams have worse odds than the Ravens to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's insane.
Strange that they still have the Ravens so high.
1,400 for the Ravens, 1,600
Sportsbooks,
for
no.
the Rams. They
Sportsbooks now?
they know something because that's insane to me. But yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you. I mean, in the playoffs, you get Stafford. He's just got ice in the veins every time. You feel totally comfortable with him with the ball in their hands. You don't want to have a close game with the Rams in the playoffs, no matter who you are. They almost got it done against the Eagles last year. I mean, almost is whatever. But yeah, I agree with you. Stafford and Puka can just take over a game.
Yeah, I think Steph is at the top of that conversation with Jaden and Bake. Like, those 3 guys, you just don't want to see them in a winner-take-all game. You trust them with your life on the line. So, yeah, I mean, Rams have been there, done that. Staff's been there, done that. We've been saying this for, like, 3 years now. Like, you just don't want to play these guys in the playoffs. I think their defense is solid. I think their secondary is trash, man.
Yeah.
They need to kill Witherspoon back because you just can't be trotting out Emmanuel Forbes in meaningful football games. Like, it will
It's going to come back to bite
come
you
back to
eventually.
bite you, yeah. So, no, I mean, no pushback here.
I want to see them trade for Denzel Ward, honestly.
That would
More about,
Complete,
like,
yeah.
I really just wanted to talk about the Rams because, like, yes, they're a 3-2 football team. Yes, they lost to Mac Jones, but look, divisional game on a Thursday night, like, look, anything can happen. Like, Shanahan throughout his entire career has also had McVay's number, so anything can happen, really. But
Yeah, and I mean we've seen the Rams go 9-8 and felt the same way about them. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit, like, concerned about their defense compared to where I was heading into the season. I thought they'd be better than they are. The secondary's been brutal.
No, the secondary is the
terrible.
problem. Every team that we've spoken about so far in the NFC have had the same strengths and weaknesses on defense. Rams have been elite against the run so far this year and are getting shit on through the
Honestly, the Colts too.
air. Yeah.
All four teams we talked about. Just the secondary's been like the Achilles heel thus far.
I'm on
throughout the
PFF. The
season.
Rams have the 4th graded run defense, and their pressure
There's a
score.
hit behind Tom's head to your left.
What?
What?
There he
All
goes.
right, well,
He's leaving.
On his way out.
he's on his way out.
They're 6th in pressure grade is what I was getting at. So the rest of their defense is pretty good.
What's their coverage grade?
Yeah, let's find out. What do we think?
It is.
That's what I'm looking for.
Might
I'm gonna
be
go
like
with
4th to last.
27th.
28th, 27th.
I can't be. This can't be right.
What is it?
This is why you don't trust PFF.
30.
It's 5th.
I
Fifth
mean,
worst.
It's the 5th highest graded coverage grade.
they have allowed
Their corners specifically are probably like low graded, but that's like
I mean, it's probably their D line might be the best in the entire NFL. That I'll say, but
yeah.
I don't know about that. Emmanuel Forbes has not been good this year.
No.
It's not been good. Darius Williams is cool. On the other side, he's a solid corner, and then I think it's Kobe
Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. There it is. Yeah, how could you forget that name?
Right.
But
Well, Kobe Durant plays for the Seahawks. So
yes,
I get them.
yes, I
confused
get them mixed
sometimes.
up too sometimes. But
In the middle of the pack in terms of passing yards allowed per game, 15th.
yeah. So
Interesting.
they have all the makings. I mean, this defense could get hot for the playoffs. The pass rush could just take over, and then, like, what do you do from there? But, I mean, Stafford's just been on another one this year, and that's really all it takes for you to be able to say, like, they can win the Super Bowl. Because if you have the best quarterback in the NFL at the time for what he could be, you're going to win the Super Bowl.
Speaking of Stafford and speaking of being on another level, I ranked the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL through 5 weeks, and I want you guys to react to it. Kicking off my list at number 1, I think the best quarterback thus far has been Dak Prescott. 1,300 yards, 10 tugs, 3 interceptions, 71.3 completion percentage. I just think in terms of stats, he's top 5 in all the important ones, and then the film test tells me that he's been the best quarterback. He's been hitting on all 3 levels of the field. He's been making some insane throws. He's put this Cowboys team on his back when they've needed him the most, and I just think Dak's been the most impressive quarterback through 5 weeks. At number 2, I have the, what do you be saying, Tom?
Aforementioned.
Yeah. At 2, I have the aforementioned Matthew Stafford. Like you mentioned, he's playing MVP ball, 1,500 yards on the season, leading the league, 11 touchdowns. He's probably been the best deep ball thrower through 5 weeks, so I think Staff's been second best. At number 3, this is where I put Josh Allen. Think he's, kind of a down year compared to these other guys in terms of the counting stats. Only 8th in total passing yards with 1,200, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions now on the year. I think what does it for me with Josh is the performance he had in week 1, where he had one of the best comebacks I've ever seen. It's like,
Superman.
that's a top 3 quarterback in the league this season just off that performance alone, and the stats back it up. At number 4, this is where I put Baker Mayfield. I really wanted to put him higher. I really wrestled with the ranking between him and Josh Allen. I just had to give the edge to Josh, but, I mean, Baker's no slouch. 4th in total yards this year passing, 10 touchdowns, only 1 interception, the backbreaker against the Eagles, 4 game-winning drives and 4 wins. I mean, the counting stats back him up and the clutch moments back him up as a top 5 guy. And at number 5, this is where I put Patrick Mahomes on the season. He is 1,200 yards, only 8 touchdowns, 11th and 8th ranked. But what he's done on the ground, leading the Chiefs in rushing yards, literally putting the team on his back when they've needed him the most. Like I said to you guys earlier when we talked about the game from tonight, he's playing the best ball he's played in the past 2 years in the regular season. I think he's easily been a top 5 guy. So that's my list.
The only thing that I would change, I think Baker Mayfield right now is no lower than 2.
2.
2. I think he's been. I would go Stafford 1 and Baker 2. In my opinion, I think him leading the Bucks to the wins at the end of the year and at the end of the game for me is what puts him over a Dak Prescott, who, granted, Dak's team doesn't do him any favors. I think Baker's got the counting stats and the wins to put him over a guy like Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't even think about it that way. But yeah, you're right. Like, the most important stat for a quarterback, everybody always says, it's wins. And Baker is the exact cause for all 4 of their wins so far this season. So yeah, I mean, Dak's been amazing. He has pretty much done no wrong, and he's not the reason at all for those losses. But I mean, shit, you cause all 4 of your wins so far this season. That's a lot. That's a lot of wins. So
I think the 5 guys you put together are the 5 guys, though. Like,
I think you could argue 2 that are outside of the top 5, and it's Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones to this point. Who would have thought those 2 names would make this list? But yeah, I think those are the next 2 up that you could potentially, and I don't want to say put them over Patrick Mahomes because Mahomes has done everything he can, but I mean, shit, they might be. Like,
Nah, I don't think either. I don't know if it's just Patrick Mahomes' glaze, but
It might be, but
he deserves
probably
it, though.
is.
Like, he does.
Yeah,
Patrick
I
Mahomes
mean,
deserves the benefit of
it
that.
probably
bro,
is.
even the last game, even the last drive of the game tonight, like he was giving him a shot, and the receivers just didn't
Bro,
make plays. Mahomes
hit Hollywood in the shoulder pad, bro. He didn't even
Yeah.
look back at the ball.
And as far as Sam's been pretty fucking good himself.
pretty fucking great.
Pretty fucking great himself. But Daniel Jones, I don't know, like he just hasn't made the big plays that the other guys have.
the counting
in my
stats
opinion.
like aren't really
Yeah.
on Daniel Jones'
Ooh.
side. The wins are, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
Those counting stats are
they're good.
pretty impressive.
No, they're good, but
They're good, but just I don't know. Just not to the level of the other guys.
I
But
don't know. I think he's averaging like 260 passing yards a
Yeah.
game.
yeah, he's at 1,300, only 6 passing touchdowns.
He's got,
which
what,
is pretty
3
good.
rushing, though?
He got 3 or 4 rushing. Yeah. I don't know. I
Has a
think
passing
it's
touchdown taken away by A.D. Mitchell.
yes. That's also very.
So are we
true.
gonna? How long does that last?
yeah.
How long does what last?
That we mention the AD Mitchell thing. I know it's only been a
I
week,
think
but I'm just
it's been
wondering.
a week, and I think it's like legit.
No,
Like,
100%.
he
I'm
literally-
just wondering,
I-
like,
Yeah.
He would be
Not-
5-0.
I don't like to say
100%.
one guy loses teams a game, but he single-handedly lost the Colts a game.
no, 100%.
Taking away 2 touchdowns
He did.
in a close game
He did. No,
Against
he
a-
did. I'm just.
good team
I think the other
against a Super Bowl contender, as we all just said.
thing about Baker, like you guys said, he's put the team on his back and won them these games. He's also been without Mike Evans for a couple games. Wirfs was out for the first few games. Their offensive line was banged up. Bucky's out now. Like there were some injuries on that side too. But yeah, the rest of the list I'm fine with.
I don't know. The Baker Dak thing is rough because obviously Baker
Yeah.
has the wins on his side and like the game-winning drives, but there's also been moments throughout the 5 weeks where Baker's like looked pretty pedestrian for quarters at a time.
Week 1.
Like week 1, he wasn't that good throughout the game. Obviously, had a game-winning drive. Shout out to him. Against the Eagles, he was not really good in the first half of that game. They almost came back. Shout out to him. But like,
It is the Eagles, yeah.
no, yeah, it is the Eagles. Baker Mayfield just didn't look that great throughout that game.
That's fair.
So to me, Baker's had moments of not looking excellent. I think Dak Prescott has looked excellent for 5 times 4? What is that?
20.
For 20 quarters of football.
That's fair, yeah. Baker, like we keep saying, put the team on his back, and then yesterday had a damn near perfect game. Like Sam Darnold played really, really great, and Baker still played better than him. But yeah, it's
The Danny Jones
fair.
argument, I don't endorse him being a top 5 quarterback at all. I think he's not even the best player on that offense. It's easily Jonathan Taylor is carrying that team right now. Like
I'm glad
Danny's
JT could make.
Danny's just
top
doing
5
his
quarterback.
job good enough. You know what I mean? Like, but JT's really the guy in that offense.
So I was talking to Jason about this actually yesterday. It would never happen. But if the season ended today, Jonathan Taylor should be the most valuable player.
I mean,
In a year where quarterback play is kind of down a little bit, and like you got Dak and Stafford on these 3-2 teams,
Yeah.
like
season ends right now. I think
give it
Baker
a
wins.
Baker. I'd give it a
Season
Baker.
ends right
Yeah,
now.
like
I agree.
I guess 'cause I don't know, man.
I mean, bro, you can't lead 4 game-winning drives out of 5 games, have the counting stats he has.
No, I know, but JT's like on pace to basically shatter everything Saquon did last year.
Yeah. And they are winning too.
They're 4-1. They're an AD Mitchell disaster class away from 5-0, and Jonathan
JT
Taylor's
had a
on
60-yard run. They
right.
got
That
all
would have made
back.
his stats even better.
I agree
And
with you.
he's on pace to have like a top 5 running
Right,
back season of all time.
He had 200 yards from scrimmage against the Broncos.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
it would never happen. But like low,
it's a conversation.
it's the same thing we did with McCaffrey a few years ago,
Yeah.
where it was like low key, like he is the most valuable player to his team.
but he won't get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of did it with Saquon last year
Yeah.
too for
there was,
a while.
There was some.
There was a lot.
that,
There,
yeah.
like we forget there was a lot of MVP buzz for Saquon.
Yeah.
For a while.
Towards the end, I think it was pretty comfortably Josh.
Right, and also like Lamar was having a historical season. Like to this point in the season, no quarterback's been like on some type of historical pace, whereas Jonathan Taylor, like Saquon is on a historical pace. So like if I was, and I guess this is why I'll never be a voter. If I had a vote today, I'd give it to Jonathan Taylor.
It's definitely reasonable. Yeah.
It is a unique case where like the team's 4-1, and it's mostly because of Jonathan Taylor. It's pretty
100%.
rare that a running back's able to do that.
No, he's been incredible. He's been unbelievable. But hopefully he just
That's
stays
on his
healthy,
side
man.
too. Like people, like in Saquon's case last year, obviously Lamar being historic, but we expected the Eagles to be good and like be a dominant
Right.
team. Like if the Colts keep up this pace, and it's on the back of Jonathan Taylor, like he should really get some. Like if he keeps up this pace and the Colts keep winning, why isn't he the most
Right.
valuable
Like if the
player?
Colts win 13 games, like
That's what I'm saying, right? If
You
they,
know?
if like everything that they're doing now maintains, he should be the most valuable player. It'd actually be criminal if he doesn't win it. Given
this were to go through a
given that
17-game
scenario,
season?
Oh,
yeah.
2K,
whatever.
about 12, 13 touchdowns and 13 wins. I
Might
think
be
he
more
wins
than
it.
that.
He should.
I
Honestly.
think if you're gonna go for 2K, hate to say it, if you're a running back and you're gonna win MVP, you probably got to score
15. You need 15 of them.
18 or more.
At least 15.
How many has he got so far?
You got to score 18 or more. It can't be 12, can't be 13. It needs to be 18.
He's
or
probably
more
like
total
5 or
touchdowns.
6.
6, 7? He has 6. He's 3 in 2 games.
He's on pace for like 20. So
Yeah, I mean, Baker's on pace for a great season. I was just mathing it out. Like 4,200 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 3 picks. Like,
No,
that's a
great.
I'm saying that's a
100%.
phenomenal season, but like,
but that doesn't beat
right? I'm saying it hasn't never been done before. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that
Yeah.
doesn't beat a
it's not
2000.
it's not crazy to say, yeah. But then like it's a quarterback award. That probably just is the decision at the end. But
I would love to see a running back.
what's crazy is that's not even better than Baker was last year.
Yeah.
4,541. I mean, 16 pick. I guess the
See,
interceptions.
the
played some, but-
interceptions being down is
Nah, he's been taking care of that rock,
Yeah.
for
It's
sure.
it's pretty. It's very very impressive.
It's almost like the best quarterbacks in the NFL have just reached the level to where it's like impossible for them to turn the ball over. So
Yeah, I mean, like,
That's been the final stage for a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
5 weeks into the NFL season, some of our fantasy teams are doing great, others are falling apart. But the good thing about fantasy football is you can always get better. You can always bring in reinforcements through the trade market. So we are going to give you our favorite fantasy football trade targets after week 5. I'm going to get this thing kicking. It's a guy who was, if you will, a my guy going into this fantasy football season. It's Tedoroa McMillan, who's currently the wide receiver 34. You may be saying, Chris, wide receiver 34,
it's bad.
you guaranteed me at least top 20. I'm pretty sure you guaranteed me top 15, Chris. What the fuck, Chris? I have good news for you. It's coming because he's wide receiver 34 with no touchdowns. This is a 6'5 behemoth of a man. The touchdowns are coming. The encouraging sign for Mr. Tedoroa is his air yard share, 48%. He's seeing 48% of the air yards. That's second in the NFL to who? You guys each got a guess.
Justin Jefferson.
No.
Tyquan Thornton.
No.
Quentin Johnston.
No. JSN.
Oh,
The percentage of air yards.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
sense. JSN.
Sorry, we're all stupid.
Yeah.
That was good exercise.
I don't know. 24 receptions on 351 yards, 42 targets, which is AT&T's top 20 in all the targets, yards, receptions, 19th in yards per catch at 14.6. You know he can make a big play. 1.92 yards per route run, which is actually pretty solid, especially for a rookie. So we always see these rookies take off in the second half. I think eventually this Bryce Young gimmick of 2 turnovers to start every game will end. But yeah, I mean, I think Ted's a phenomenal player, top 10 draft pick. I think he's been, like, he's not losing you weeks, you know what I mean? Like, he's been fine. He's been pretty consistent with his targets and his yards, and I think there's big games coming for Ted. So I think he's a good buy right now because some owners may be a little bit frustrated, like they're not getting return from that draft value. So
he's given you a pretty safe floor considering the share of targets both in the air and regular that he's getting. He's obviously the only real threat in that offense. So, yeah, I mean, he's guaranteed a 10-point game every week. You just haven't seen the ceiling that you're hoping to see, which I agree is going to come.
I mean, yeah, he's a minimum of 8 targets every week. And like you said, the touchdowns should come, and he looks great as a player. So
looks phenomenal.
Yeah, he looks terrific as a player. So he's going to get open, and he'll get the ball, and the big weeks are coming. I mean, shit, he gets Dallas this week, so
just sucks
could be the week.
Yeah, 4 of his next 6 games are against bottom 10 defenses against wide receivers. So
yeah, so now's the time.
He has a nice stretch coming up. I think the buy window closes very shortly.
Bryce is terrible, though.
Well, the Panthers are probably a bottom 10 offense.
Is Bryce terrible, or is Bryce before he has his 2 turnovers terrible?
I was going to say Bryce is terrible for 75% of the game.
Is it even
75? Maybe not even 75.
I think Bryce is terrible for 25% of the game. Like,
I think it's large.
The worst quarterback of all time for
Yeah.
25% of the game. And then he does everything he possibly can to dig himself out of the hole that he has created himself.
But he looks so good when he's digging himself out of that hole.
It's
bro.
great. Like,
You got to give him
digging himself out of
props,
that
bro.
hole.
When he's digging himself out of that hole, bro, he's cooking. He was cooking against the Dolphins, bro.
Do you think it's
They have
possible
2
that
wins. How?
that teams just go up early and then just start playing him differently after they go up?
That's definitely like a little bit of a part of
Like
it.
they
they're
apply
playing-
pressure early, get him.
Yeah, they're
rattled.
definitely like changing things up when they go up and like allowing some stuff underneath for sure. But I mean, shit, it's resulted in
2 dubs.
2 wins. Yeah,
2 dubs in 5 games. That's good.
it is for the Panthers.
I guess
That's
so,
fine.
yeah.
3 for the Panthers?
I
Like,
guess
2 and 3
so,
for the
yeah.
Panthers. You take that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like I would have liked them to be 3 and 2, 100%.
shit, we
but
would be happy if the Giants were 2 and 3 right now. So
Yeah.
I'd be happy with 1-4.
no, yeah, I think Bryce. I think eventually the gimmick's gonna have to stop though, because it's getting like pretty crazy, like starting every
Yeah.
game with a turnover like
Well,
this.
he might just actually suck then if he continues to do that. Am I wrong?
no, I mean if a guy
Bro,
turns the ball over at the start of every game,
He's
he
flashing,
probably
though.
sucks.
Flashes
He's
are
definitely
there.
flashing.
I mean, it's
Like,
year 3, but like
I know that's what
I
you
know
were
that's
responding.
exactly what he was gonna say.
Right, it's your 3.
I mean, I'm a Bryce
You're not
Young
wrong
hater,
at all.
so,
Yeah.
you know.
How do you just hate?
No, I
the
just
midget
don't
that
think
plays
he's gonna have a
quarterback?
turnover in the
I
Because
first.
hate
you guys
Kyler.
gas him
I hate
up.
Kyler.
I just don't think he's gonna have a turnover in the first drive of the game for every game for the entirety of the
No, he might
You'd like
have
to
one in
think that
like
would
the 3rd
change.
drive, the
know.
7th drive.
Maybe
Well, I
he'll
mean, if he
start
keeps
having
doing it, he'll
games
probably
without-
just get benched. So like either way, it'll
Who's their backup
come back
quarterback?
around.
Is it
Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle.
Wow. I can't wait till Andy Dalton, Tedero McMillan connection.
Andy
I
Dalton.
don't know, like you can't just like
Send
do
him to the
this and like
Bengals.
take out the turnovers, but like Bryce Young after the turnovers has been really good, bro.
I just
Yo,
hate that you
facts.
keep saying
After
Bro,
he's
but, like,
horrible,
after the turnovers,
After he sucks,
he sits on the
me and-
sideline. and he's
me
like,
and my good friend, my boss actually, if you will, Mr. Danny, known Panthers fan, he told me today, he said, yo, Chris, like, I need you to, I know that they're going to shit on Bryce Young again. Like, I need you to step up. I said, you're talking about the guy who's Tom Brady after scheduled turnovers? You want me to defend that guy? That's easy. Defending Tom Brady, it's easy.
So Tom Brady with turnovers is Bryce Young.
Well, no, I'm saying Bryce Young after the turnovers is Tom Brady.
yeah, Tom Brady's just Tom Brady.
Yeah. Bryce Young before the turnovers is Jamarcus Russell.
I think he's just Bryce Young.
Could be just Bryce Young.
Good point. He might
Nah, but-
just be ass.
You know,
All in all, Bryce, if Bryce just continues doing what he's doing, I still think it's a good buy window for Tedero
I
and
agree.
McMillan. I think big games are coming.
I mean, they got a nice chunk of help from 200 yards from Rico Dowdle.
Bruh.
You'll never see that again.
You might just get hit
You
with
might
the
see it
Rico.
again next week.
Might just get hit with the Rico.
Probably not.
You might see it again
We
next.
did that list of 200-yard running backs, and it's
And Rico's on it.
slim pickings, as we were saying.
It is slim pickings to be on that list for sure. Yeah.
I can't wait till we do that trivia 10 years from now, and we just think, holy shit, Rico Dowdle did it that one game.
Well, that pushes Isaiah Crowell off the list. That's
does.
10
Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty legendary, actually.
Isaiah Crowell gets replaced by Rico
Dowdle.
Dowdle.
As
I wouldn't have
everyone
it
would
any other
expect.
way.
That's like
Yeah.
1 for 1.
Yeah.
It's like basically the
Much.
same.
Rico has been better.
In Lucha's league, me and Jason have Chuba. We had picked up Rico Dowdle at like last week, I think. When Chuba first they were like, oh shit, like Chuba a little questionable. Then Jason proceeded to drop our kicker to pick up someone else, like Sterling Shepard or so, like one of these random wide receivers who were thrusted into a role. Someone. I said, yo, bro, why'd you drop our kicker? Like, we didn't really need to do that. He said, bro, it's just a kicker. We'll get one before the week starts. I said, okay. Guess who we dropped to pick
Oh,
up Joshua
no.
Carty? Take a guess.
Rico Dowdle.
Rico
Dowdle.
There's
Dowdle.
no way.
Yep.
Why did you choose to drop him, though?
I don't know.
Well, did you have
Jason
say in
be
this
texting me
decision?
while I'm at work sometimes about fantasy, and like, I'm just like,
You'll yes him to death
Jason
sometimes.
Unlucky Pickle. It's like I just troll him most
Well,
of the
we'll
time.
be able to ask him to his face.
Yeah, 100%.
Wednesday.
But
Ways, yeah.
Yeah.
he definitely asked like, oh, should we drop Rico Dowdle or Caleb Johnson? And I definitely responded with, I guess Rico Dowdle, under the impression that Chuba will play. And then the next day they said, oh yeah, Chuba multi-week.
That league, by
Caleb
the way,
probably shouldn't be on your roster.
I don't
to
think
begin with,
Caleb
I'm not
will
gonna
ever
lie.
Yeah.
play football.
that league, by the way, real quick, I have Hampton, Malik Neighbors, Joe Burrow,
Oh, no.
and then I have AJ
Well, you
Brown,
had.
T. Higgins, and Jameson Williams as well.
Wow.
Bruh.
I'm
squad.
1-4.
Wow.
That's a sick team, dude.
It's it's great.
You have Pickens, too?
No, I don't have Pickens.
Wow.
So, since we're talking fantasy football decisions in general, I decided to trade Jameson Williams in one of my leagues right before the game started for Rico Dowdle and STEFON Diggs. Literally 5 minutes before the
Wow,
buzzer.
bro. You're so tough,
You
bro.
No one
Both
does it
started
better.
them
No one does it
immediately.
better than this guy.
Started
man.
them immediately.
Are you guys taking notes?
Yeah.
This guy knows what he's talking about.
Why don't we just change the name to the Matt
The
podcast?
Matt podcast. There it
Yo,
is.
And he tricks unsuspecting people in fantasy into accepting trades that they don't want to do.
That's
Oh, you didn't hear about this.
Brother.
The great
Oh, I
Joe
didn't.
Cruz debacle of October 2025.
Joe Cruz.
What happened here?
Might be. Joe Cruz, I hope you're watching this. You are the dumbest fucking person
God, that's
I've ever met in my entire
That's
life.
so aggressive.
Dumbest fucking
That's so
No.
aggressive.
What the hell?
He's definitely our friend. not-
He is my friend. He's my
You guys are
friend.
sharing a room on
I
Halloween.
can't wait. I'm fucking shitting in his mouth is what I'm gonna do.
It's crazy. Is
That's
Brian
an
Newman
image.
going?
Anyway, no, yeah, I don't think so.
Damn it.
Anyways,
I can't complain.
me and Joe
Invited to
Cruz,
AC.
That's why I'm joking, because I was invited this time.
Joe Cruz and I negotiating a trade in Dynasty. Right, we're over text. I text him, what's it gonna take for George Pickens? He goes, I really want a 27 first. I go, I'll go 28 first. Let's do it. He goes, nah, I really want a 27 first. I go, okay. I go, I'll give you Lav's 27 first, but I can't just do that straight up for George Pickens. So where do we go from there? He decides to go add Jaden Higgins. I go, I'll add Jaden Higgins and Cam Scatterboo and a second-round pick. Give me Cam Scatterboo and a third. He says, okay, bet. Let's make a deal. We do it. Trade goes through.
League goes nuts
League freaking
goes
the
nuts.
fuck out.
because that's a terrible trade.
Wait, so it's Pickens, Scatterboo, and a third?
And a 20, so it's Pickens, Scatterboo, and a third
Okay.
for a 2027 first that's likely to
late
be
first.
9 through 12, anywhere between there. A second round pick that's his, probably middle of the second, and Jaden Higgins.
Okay.
Yeah. A trade of all trades. Yeah.
A trade of all time. One of the
Yeah.
trades
So
of all
one
time.
of the trades of all time. Right after that thing gets put through, and they're freaking the fuck out.
I didn't say a word. Don't say we. I didn't say anything.
They, as in the league, are freaking the fuck out.
Well, Joe Cruz freaked out first.
Joe Cruz
freaked out.
Joe Cruz then goes, Vito, what the fuck, Vito?
Bro hit accept and goes, Vito! Immediately.
And like sometimes you fuck around and say like, veto the trade, veto the trade, like as a joke. He was dead ass serious. He then says, Matty J tricked me into accepting. I'm like, what?
Getting
He
tricked.
texts me.
You gaslit
He
him?
goes, no. No.
He said, wait,
texts me.
actually, nah, hold on. This is actually a void. Matty J punked me.
Acting like a victim is so cool.
Bro. Okay, so
Matty J said, bro, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I legit said in writing, Labs 27 first. JC said, bruh, I didn't see it. It was a miscommunication.
So,
I'm going to need a void.
here's what I said. I go, Pickens and Scat would probably be where I'm at for like Lav 27 and Braylon. Crazy. He goes, what'd you do, Higgins? It helps both of us. I go, fuck. How about we expand this with neighbors? Blah, 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 whatever. He goes, Higgins in the first for Pickens and Scat. I go, Pickens, Scat, and a 27-3. He goes, and a third? Fourth. I go, brother, you own 5 27
Nickel and
thirds.
diming you. Yeah.
So then he goes, actually, I won't be stingy. Send it. Next up, all caps. Yo, hold up. I said Gallows. What the fuck? Hold on. We got to reassess this. Yo, get back here.
Get back here! Like you're running away.
Scooby-Doo villain.
I go, what the fuck do you even mean? He goes, I wanted Gallows 27 first, not Labs. I go, I legit never agreed to Gallows.
I often
He goes,
confuse Gallo and
bruh.
Lav.
He goes, you never said Lav. I then reply with the text
Right.
that says Labs, and he goes, damn. I didn't read that. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, that's crazy. I can't do that. This is fucking bogus. I go, bro, what the fuck? He goes, give me my players back.
You should have been able to keep that third as like compensation
Yeah.
for being honest.
He goes, bro, I can work with you, I promise, but I want Gallo's pick. I go, you're a dumbass. That's the most insane thing I've ever seen. He goes, bro, I'll admit, that's definitely my bad.
It's no one else's. It's no one else's.
But nah, I can't do that for Labs. He's set for 2 years. I'm giving you 2 studs. You know that's not even fair. Send me back my players. Send me back my
Freaking out is crazy.
So he got his players back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lav runs the no integrity league, so
Right.
Bro, if that trade stood, you guys would have freaked the fuck out.
Why would we have
You
freaked
low-key
out?
should have got a
we definitely-
compensatory pick, though.
yeah. No, if there was a vote, I definitely would have voted veto, but not because of. I think Joe Cruz messed up, but I just would never support you getting good players and a good deal.
Oh, yeah. If he
Right.
put it to a vote, any trade you make, I'd vote veto.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I do
know,
it in
know.
Lucha's league.
Even
we
if
put
you
it
lost
to a
the
vote.
trade,
I
I'd
always
probably
vote veto.
Me too.
I always vote veto in Lucha's league because he has it set up to where like when there's a trade, everyone votes. I always vote veto.
I traded Jettas for Saquon, and he had 6 carries.
That's fine.
That's good.
What?
The trade we literally discussed last week.
Oh, yeah, it's ass. That happens to the best of us, bro.
All right.
I feel like it
You
only
wanna give
happens
your-
to me.
You want to give your...
Yeah, that leads me into my player to trade for. My my best buy right now is going to be Amarian Hampton, who
Shout out, Clemmy. He said best.
I think you should only be targeting this player if you have 3 to 5 wins. If you have a positive record right now and can afford Amarian Hampton, you should be going after him. Chances are the guys that do have him are panicking without Amarian Hampton. I would go out and get him right now. You're going to have to wait a few weeks, but come playoff time, that's what we play for. He's going to be back and healthy and probably winning you your leagues.
Is it a hamstring or it's an ankle?
Ankle.
Ankle, okay, because I was going to say hamstring injuries. I don't
He
like.
got stepped on.
I just weird about trading for hurt players. It might not even be a bad one. Like if he comes back and he's fine after 4 games, then I completely agree.
Like
with
if you could like give somebody like Rico Dowdle and like some stupid, buy low.
Go Dowdle for Hampton.
No.
Veto. I didn't mean to accept
me
it.
my
Get back
players
here.
back.
Back here. I thought it was too Auburn.
Like somebody panicking. Like I would definitely hop on that. There's definitely people selling Hampton that need.
There might be someone who's like 1-4 or whatever that.
Yeah,
really
I
needs to get
don't
rid of
think I'm like going out of my way to get Hampton, but like I'm throwing a little something out
Check in,
there. Like,
yeah.
like you need players who are going to be on the field, right? Like, oh, I got something for you. Here's a Luke McCaffrey. Something
Here's
like that.
Michael
He go
Carter.
2 more for y'all.
Yeah.
Vito, I thought it was Christian McCaffrey.
All right, so we'll finish up this line of rookies here. I'm going with Travion Henderson.
I was about to freak the fuck out, bro. I thought you were gonna be like, all right, so we'll finish up here with my bylaw. So you motherfucker.
Yeah, so we're gonna end this podcast after I give mine.
Right,
You can
naturally.
just go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But no, my buy in fantasy football, my trade target is Travion Henderson. I mean, it ain't gonna get lower if we're gonna be honest. It will. You think that until Ramondre fumbles 3 more times and then Travion still doesn't get the football, and Gibson tore his ACL? You
Tore
said
his ACL, yeah.
And Gibby tore his ACL, and still Travion Henderson. Granted, in this game he saw 50% of snaps. That's a big time improvement.
They
from
did
what
all
he's been
split
at.
carries though, the 3 of them.
Yeah, and I mean
7-7-6.
Ramondre.
And they all had like 23 to 25 yards.
Ramondre scored 2 touchdowns in this one. You'd have to hope that Travion ends up getting some of that work, but at the least, I would expect Travion's snaps, touches, all of the above to continue to just increase and increase. And
I think he will see the ball more. Vrabel actually came out and said that he wants to see him on kickoffs more. So
That'll help him a ton in fantasy. I saw that.
that's
too.
great. That's
I saw that shit. I was like, yes, bro. Like,
Insane.
that's exactly what I want to see. And going into week 6, like, yes, the guy that I drafted in the 3rd fucking round, I want to see him on more kickoffs.
This guy Ramondre had 7 carries for 14 yards and lost the fumble. Like,
Granted, 2 of those carries were like at the 1, and he scored.
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, but he has 3 fumbles on the year.
So then
And
that's 5 carries for 13 yards. Not better.
Right? Like, what is it going to take to get Travion a bigger role? I guess I don't know. Like,
He needs.
I agree with you. Like, it's dirt cheap right now, but
basically.
Vrabes just don't trust him.
yeah, I think that's what
Vrabes
it's got to
just do
be.
Is it the
not.
pass protection?
It has to be that
Yeah.
fucking disaster class from Miami. Like, but I mean, at this point, he has no point but to trust him. Like,
Yeah,
the
he has no
Gibson
option.
snaps at
I
least
mean,
go to him.
You don't trust Ramondre with holding on
A
to the
workhorse.
football.
Yeah.
At this point, what the fuck is Travion's value in fantasy? It can't be much.
Basically nothing.
Okay, so
A buy
exactly.
low.
So
I guess.
go get him at the legit. Like, I don't think he could get worse. You need to go trade for him now. It's that simple. So
All right. Well, I don't have a rookie. I have a very old person as my fantasy trade target, but I have the king himself, Derrick Henry. I think the Ravens are kind of punting this next game because I don't think Lamar Jackson's going to play, and they're just looking to get healthier post-bye week, get their guys on defense back, get Lamar Jackson healthy. And, I mean, at the end of the day, Derrick Henry's still the workhorse of the offense. Out of the bye week, they get Chicago, Miami, and Minnesota. Not great run defenses. And they're still the favorites to win the division. So if you don't believe it, Vegas does. Like, Vegas thinks that there's better days ahead for the Ravens. And if they're going to be better, if they're still going to compete for winning this division or win the division, they're going to need Derrick Henry to do that. He's 11th in yards per carry. Before this week, he was 2nd. And obviously with Lamar Jackson being out, that's going to hurt him a lot. But I still think the big play upside is there. Like I said, he's pretty efficient overall when he gets the carries. So I think Derrick Henry's a good buy low, and you don't want him to have a big week because then he's going to go right back to his traditional value.
his entire rest of schedule. I know you just said only the ones following the bye.
Yeah.
His entire rest of schedule is great matchups, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I think Derrick Henry's probably the best buy low in all fantasy football right now.
Yeah, completely agree. I think this is the time to go get him. You obviously need to be in a position to do so, like you mentioned with Hampton, like because you said probably gonna punt this next game and then the bye. So like if you're a team that's already treading thin ice, you kind of can't go and make this move. But if
Right.
you feel like you have a little bit of a cushion and can afford maybe a bad game next week and then a bye the following week, then go out and go get Derrick Henry 100%.
Yep.
Definitely some of my good teams that I have that I feel comfortable. I'm going to send out a few trade offers for the man.
For sure.
Try and get him on my squadron.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Nick has had this photo up for a good hour.
Son of Nakua.
Son Nakua. Nice. Well, I think that's everything, right, fellas?
Yeah.
That is everything.
All right, awesome. Oh, I was at the ferry this past weekend. Yeah, just hanging at the ferry like normal people do. I was
there
taking
too.
the
What time
ferry.
were you there? That's crazy.
I was taking the ferry into the city, and I get off the Staten Island Railroad to go walk, and some dude comes up to me and goes, "Yo, I'm a really big fan of the podcast. You guys keep doing what you're doing." Pretty crazy. I'm like, whoa, that
Actually?
like I'm dead.
Like
you could
actually,
ask
like a
Lav.
random person.
Like you could ask Lav, random dude, no idea who that
Text
is.
him live right now.
no, I need
Like
to ask.
no idea who that is. Comes up to me and says, "I'm a big fan of what you guys are doing." Like he's like, "You guys, like I watch every pod, whatever." I was like, "Yo, that's pretty sick. Like, thank you, I appreciate that."
That's all.
Like someone our age, or
Probably a year younger than us, maybe a year or two younger than us.
you could tell that from looking at him.
100%.
Well,
Matty
like you're a
J's-
year younger, bro.
That's Matty J's specialty.
He just went,
Come on, bro. I know my ages. I know my ages. I got distracted by Frank Sajak and Cretella. So at the same time of dapping this kid up, I like got overstimulated in the moment, and I really just like kind of threw him to the side and said like thank you. Not like actually threw him to the side, but so yeah, to you if you're watching this, I apologize.
You didn't even
Thank
get
you.
his name?
He didn't introduce himself.
Oh my god.
He didn't
Yo,
introduce
whoever you are,
himself.
bro. Shout out to you.
I can't say it. I can't say it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, yeah, thanks to him. I appreciate you for showing the love. Thank you to all of you guys. I guess that's kind of where I was leading to for showing all the love that you have. All the comment sections, whether you're shitting on us or showing us love, we do appreciate it. So, yeah, thank you
I
guys
don't
so
really
much.
appreciate getting shit on, but we can talk about that another time. No, I'll play it.
Odell does.
Any publicity is good. Jesus Christ. Whoa.
Thank you
Friend of
guys.
Friend of the
Friend of the
show?
show. You can't
Friend
say
of the
that.
show is crazy,
The heck?
bro.
I mean,
Come
I'm
on.
just saying what's out there on Twitter, I guess.
Come on, bro. Not everything you read on Twitter is true.
Sorry, OBJ.
No shot.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow us on all of our socials.
And if you made it to the end, comment W Tom.
W Tom.
W Tom.
Shout out Dabble.
with that,
Ball game.